Hello Lolas, welcome back to my channel guys. I know you guys haven't seen Phoebe in quite some time, but she's still here. She's always going to be here. I don't do a whole lot with Phoebe, but I do look at her and I will change her clothes every now and then. I will pick her up every now and then. You know, I keep saying like, oh, I'm going to, go in and do some touch-ups on her. And she was like, I think Phoebe might have been like the third or fourth baby or something like that I ever painted in silicone. And I tried something that I hadn't did before. And I tell this story all the time. And then I messed up with her. And then I had to try to fix it. And then Phoebe was lighter than what she is. Like, she wasn't light, but she was lighter, like her body and stuff. But I repainted over her 100 times, and that's how she kind of got a little bit darker. And the blotchiness in her face was due to the first mistake that I made, but I left it and I didn't try to do anything different to it. Something else, I actually missed and pulled off a piece of her ear, just a little piece. Going back trying to work on her, and then I ended up putting a hat on her to try to keep it from her hair getting on the silicone, and the hat got stuck to her ear, and when I peeled it off, I pulled some of her ear off. It's just a little bit like behind it a little bit, but yeah. So Phoebe's been through a lot, poor Phoebe, but Phoebe is still magical. And this is one of those things where I say people will be like, oh, these babies are not gonna last a long time, they're not gonna last you forever. I don't know. Phoebe's been with me for quite some years. I don't even know how Phoebe is. I'm not one of those collectors that be like, oh, happy 4th anniversaries, 3rd anniversary. But Phoebe has to be probably 4 or 5 maybe. I don't know, because Kason was the 2nd baby I ever painted. No, 3rd. He was the 3rd baby I ever painted, and he has to be about 4 now. So yeah, Phoebe's up there, but she's a couple years old. She's softer than any of the others. She's softer than Vegas. She's softer than any other ones. She just happened to be one of those babies that, came out softer, and I was like, I want it. I still, you know what I mean? I want her, you know what I mean? But otherwise, I know the thing about Clartella, which she's very known for, is being very consistent, and for the most part with her pores and her softness and all, everything else. But yeah, I got lucky. So I just really, like I said, I really, really love her. She'll always be a favorite of mine. This sculpt has always been a favorite of mine. I've had people say little things like, and it's like, they do that about lots of babies. That's just like with my Olive and my little princess. And I was like, I actually asked people this time, so it wasn't unsolicited advice. It was where I actually asked for it, like, which one should I keep? And my closest friends, for the most part, almost all of them said keep Olive. But even though they kept saying keep Olive, and I think Olive is so beautiful, I love the way her painting came out. I love how realistic her body sculpting is and stuff like that. I just was naturally drawn to the little princess, so I kept the little princess. And so I'm one of those people that I love when my friends love what I love. But look at her. I love when they love what I love, but I'm okay if they don't love it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, we don't have to love the same thing. You don't have to like what I like. Like, I'm gonna be okay. So that is my little girl. I'm gonna move her. Another, I kind of stopped showing her too because at some point there was a couple people that was really like trying to get someone to paint them one to look like her, and I didn't want her to have a whole bunch of twins out, but it is what it is. I always tell people, if you don't want nobody to have the same baby or whatever, you got to keep it private. And that's why some babies I just will never make it on screen or on camera in my collection, because you got to keep it to yourself. But I don't mind like having twin cousins or, you know, similar cousins and stuff like that, especially the same sculpt. I love when my friends have the same sculpt as me. It's so much fun when we share the same sculpts, because like I can ask you like, ooh, what size do they fit in this brand or something, and you may have tried it and I may have not, and it's so like helpful that way. I also occasionally have like, will paint like twin cousins. Like, I think I have, let's see how many sets I have out right now. So someone has the Neely Cuddle that's similar to my Neely Cuddle. Then I have a Nori boy that's similar to my Nori girl. I had the Jasmina that's similar to the actual prototype Jasmine sculpt, which is my. So I'll do that sometime with my customers. Like, they'll, you know, want a similar baby, or they'll get a baby and I still wanted that baby and I painted it again to, but yeah. So this is like my new fave for right now. Just, I don't know, I feel like how I used to feel about Gigi. Gigi, I wanted to change clothes all the time, and I wanted to pick Gigi up a lot. I'm very busy. I don't have time to sit and rock babies all day, obviously, but I do, hence why I like my silicone to feel very soft and stuff and cuddly, because when I do pick them up, I like for them to feel nice. Even if it's just to pick them up, just to move them to another spot, or just to, I'll pick them up, cradle them in my arms for a few seconds and put them back down. It doesn't matter. I still pick them up. So I want them to feel nice. And I love her size. And so I'm just like, I don't know, I can't wait till she get her hair finished. I mean, I could take this off and you guys will think her whole head is finished. But it's not. That's so funny to me, because the back of her head is just like bald. Oh boy. I'm glad I learned this little trick though, because let me tell you something. It's so frustrating when you have like a cute outfit and you want to put the baby on a cute outfit and you can't because you don't have a hat to match. Or the hat take away from the outfit. Now this hat don't have nothing to do with this, but I don't know, I just like it on her, and it's kind of too big, but yeah. I love the armatures in her too. The way that Jennifer Costello did the armatures. It's so crazy because I have two different Jennifer. I actually have three Jennifer sculptors. They all have different last names, of course. But it's like, sometimes I get it confused. Like, one time it was so embarrassing. I tagged the wrong Jennifer in a prototype picture, and I was so embarrassed. But I got a message like, I think you tagged the wrong Jennifer. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. But anyway, just wanted to show the girls. I did finally put her on this outfit. And these little pants fit so good on her. The foot part actually fits her feet, which is nice. I think this is a newborn size. 0 or 1. Is it 1 to 2 month? What is it? It is 0 to 1 month. And it's big, but still have the smaller feet. And I love that, because sometimes the feet be way too big or whatnot. So I love that. I love when they have a little gathering right there too. That little stitch makes a difference. Anyway, that's my girl. For me, like I said, her silicone isn't like, and Jennifer Costello can pour like that. I've seen it at the doll show. Her pour can be, and I've had her pour like that, where it be like soft like Kellen was, like, but hers is not, especially with her size, it's like just right. But it's the way that it feels. Like when I touch her nose, it like, I feel like I'm touching like a real nose, like real skin. Like when and I don't do this much with my dolls. Like I used to be so annoyed when I see people doing that in videos. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, when people would be like squishing their silicone, like, oh my God, stop it. Or like, I'm gonna tell you, when I take my dolls out and somebody do this, keep doing this to my dolls, I'd be so fidgety, like I'd be ready to pop their hands. So I'll just be like, hey, you know, it's not good to keep rubbing on the silicone. Like, I'll just grab the baby or something and pick them up. Like, oh, you know what? Let me see something about this little outfit. But really, I just want you to stop touching my god dang on baby hands. Like, I'd be so mad about it. But now it's like I find myself kind of doing it with the silicone, with this silicone, because it feels so good. But I have to catch myself. So, and I do this a lot. But at least I'm doing it on the clothes. I'm just so mindful and picky and particular about my dolls that I just want them to stay how they are forever. Like, I hope that I don't get to a place where, and I sometimes now I got to the point where I just feel like it's going to happen. Like, they're going to get sold. But I'm like, I wish I could just keep certain ones, like, along with other ones. So let's see. We'll see what happens. It's always another baby come along and I'm like, okay, I can give this one up. And I'm going to give y'all a confession. I love this baby absolutely blank. But when I started painting on her, as I got into the painting a little bit, I was like, this is not going to be a keeper for me. Because I wasn't falling in love. And then when I finished her, there were things that I liked about her, but I was like, it's just something's not clicking. And I went back and I did some little minor details with her. And then it just came together like that. And I was like, this is my baby. And it's something so silly. If you knew what it was, it's so silly. I'm not going to point it out though. And then, but I loved her hands. I love the fist. I love the way that, this fist was sculpted. It looks very much natural. Fist can be funny. Sometimes I feel like people do a flat fist and I don't know what that's about. These two fingers are automatically together. And at first I was like, ooh, do I supposed to separate these? I mean, was these supposed to be separated? But they actually are together. But these are separate. And like I constantly see growth in this sculptor work, and her sculpting each baby just gets better and better. The rotation of the head turning and stuff is better on this baby. So I love that. Under her arms, she has nice armpits, which is important, and not like where it's sculpted, where the arm is kind of connected to down to the side, because it's kind of hard to dress, and it's also awkward with picking them up, stuff like that. Like, it's a lot of different, I've seen a lot of different changes with this baby, and I really liked it. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod so you can kind of see. It's so hard for you guys to see what I see, and there's nothing I can do about that. It's like, it's just, you have to see them in person, so you have to buy them from me. Just kidding. I'm working on the prototype Kobe, and I'm finna go, because I know I just be talking so much. Y'all just, oh, I know y'all I get on y'all nerves sometimes. But Kobe, I have this inspiration picture of Kobe out. I'm not gonna show it ever, ever, ever. But I don't feel like I can get there, but I want to get there so bad. Like, oh my gosh, like, I love this baby. It's a baby, and the baby actually looks like Kobe, the sculpt. And the coloring is like so pretty on that baby, on the real baby. And I wish, and I didn't start from the beginning with that as my inspiration for Kobe, so I may have to paint it a second time. But at least the lips, if I can get the lips, oh my gosh, like, that baby is so I just wish, I don't know, I wish I could paint my thoughts, like, you know what I mean, like what I'm visioning. I wish I could put it on paper. And that's why, like, a lot of people like, oh, can you do a portrait? I get a lot of messages on my business page of people saying, if I send you a picture of my baby, can you paint a baby to look like this? And it's like, I wish I could, but I'm not there yet. I'm self-taught, guys. I've not been to no school. I've never taken a class on painting. So I'm not there. There are some artists that can do it, paint straight from a picture and make it look just like it. But I'm not there yet. So, but I wish I could. I paint from multiple baby pictures. I'll take the color of the palms from one, the color of the lips from another, the color of the, you know, the undertones from one, the this from that, you know, I just go from, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's all I got, guys. Bye. Oh, let me know in the comment section what you want to talk about next. If you have any questions, any topics you want me to talk about, get my opinion on anything, and I will do a video.